Good morning. I'm on my way to work this morning. What's happened since last we spoke? Not much. I was working yesterday. I watched Game of Thrones. I'm trying to keep as close behind the US transmission as possible so as to avoid spoilers. I know what's coming, so it's not so much for me, but I'm watching the show with other members of my family who don't know what's coming. So I'm trying to avoid spoilers for them. It turns out it's far more difficult and stressful to stop other people from seeing and hearing spoilers than it is for yourself to not see and hear spoilers. I had this trouble with last series. Until recently, I was censoring magazine interviews with the cast of Game of Thrones with post-it notes. I was very diligent in my duties. It's difficult to not accidentally spoil things for people when you don't know where exactly they are. I'm not just talking about Game of Thrones here, I'm just talking about life in general. And now I'm home again, and it's been another normal day at work. I was going to get a McFlurry on the way home, but it was too busy, so I didn't. I pretty much go to McDonald's once a year, and it is around this time of year, and it is to get a cream egg McFlurry. But I failed. So let's go back to talking about spoilers, shall we? What do you do to avoid spoilers? Is your enjoyment of a film or a TV programme drastically reduced if you do hear a spoiler? I find that it depends on the show and on the spoiler. Somebody told me what happened at the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer a year before I could actually see the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So by the time I'd seen the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the spoiler had sort of lost its value. I'm going to go, I need to eat and things. So yeah. See you tomorrow.